So we are starting out with a Windows 10 computer. The computer is plugged in my car to the AC adapter, so I don't have to worry about the battery on this ancient baby going dead. I also have the car on a battery charger, so when I'm screwing around with all this stuff, I don't have to worry about the battery going low on the car. So you start out. Yeah, I'll go up to Google Chrome, find my cursor, and there it is. Click on that. And then I type in www.op. I already have the Opel IMO. I type that in. By the way, Opel IMO is an obsolete website. You need to go to right down here to Maltchev.com Kitty, and we click on that. Then you go to download software. You got to remember this password, Google no more. Click on download VAG Tacho K plus can VAG zip. Click on that. Comes up down here. Now I've already unzipped this before, but I'm going to click on this anyways. Opening. And there's the screen comes up, and I'm probably not going to have to enter that file, but open this user guide text document, and okay, so it's going to want the password, so it was Google no more. I can see here. There we go. Click on OK. And there's the user guide. That's just a notepad text file. And there's a bunch of stuff here to read through. When you get down, system requirements, read through all that. Win 10 automatically installed any of the USB drivers that were needed. I never had to mess with that. How to work with the software. Read all these instructions. Please read them. And go from there. So, got your connect any tacho button, blah, blah, blah. Connect selected ECU. Read info. The ones that are going to be important to you are connect selected ECU, read pin, and program new key. So now we've got this file, the README. I would suggest printing it out, reading over it a couple of times if you're a little slow like I am on remembering all this stuff. So we go up here, click on VAG Tacho application. I should say double click. Application may depend on other compressed files in this folder, so we want to extract all. So, and this is telling us where these files are being put. This is my wife's old computer, so it's going into C users, Maria download, VAG, blah, blah, blah. So, and it shows extracted files when completed. So we click on extract. Okay, they are extracted. And go to VAG Tacho application. Click on that. Windows is all worried about my PC. you're gonna need to click on more info, and then run anyways. So I clicked on that. Now the VAG Tacho has come up. Now right now the ignition is off. I have the cable plugged into the diagnostic part. I have the cable also plugged into the computer, into the USB port. And up at the top here it says VAG Tacho K plus CAN interface connected, ID blah blah blah. And that's the number that was written on the cable itself that I got as a rental. Now, go to select ECU, click on that, and select the proper one for your car. I've got a 2004 Volkswagen Passat. I already know that this is the one I want. Okay, I clicked on that. If we go back to select ECU, click on it again, you'll see that it's check marked. So we'll get out of that window, click on that, and click away from it. Now we go to connect selected ECU, and we click on that, connecting, and it says was not found, try again. That's because the ignition is off. So we put in a key, turn the key, everything's beeping like cars like to beep, and things are connecting. So we need to go down here, connect selected ECU, click on that again. And it's happy. It's just doing its thing, password and all this stuff you're seeing here. It is happy. It is access granted. So we go down to read pin. We click on that. Trying to read immobilizer pin code. There's my pin code. Then we go to program new key. And there's the program new key. And we gotta go here, we'll click in this, and I need 84476. I'm doing this in the dark because this screen is really reflective. Okay, now I'm gonna do 4 keys. You got 4 keys. Erase old keys. Now, as soon as I click on OK, things are going to start happening here. And you want to do this quickly. So have all your keys handy and ready to go. If you screw this up, you can do it over and over again. Take my word for it. I've done it over and over again. Just erase each time. If you don't get your timing right, the keys probably will program, but your immobilizer light will be flashing very annoyingly, probably forever. So as soon as I click on OK, it's gonna start erasing the keys, including the one that's in the ignition now. So I click on OK. Selected channel 21, erasing old keys, test OK, erasing old keys completed, number of old keys 00, test OK, programming OK. Okay, the first key is programmed. So I pull that one out. I put the next key in, turn it on. I wait for the immobilizer light to go out. Pull that key out. Put the next key in, turn it on. The immobilizer light goes out. Turn the key off, put the next key in, turn the key on, the immobilizer light went out. Okay, so the immobilizer light went out for every key. Now, since I turned the ignition on and off and on and off, we have no connection to the ECU, but that does not matter because once this thing initiated the process, the ECU pretty much took over, and the stuff you were doing, turning the keys on and off, took care of everything. So the acid test comes right now. Car is started, no immobilizer light. This is a manual, so I have to sit here and hold the clutch down. Turn the key, no immobilizer light. Obviously the car needs exhaust work. The immobilizer light went out. Turn the key. Turn it off. Turn the key. Immobilizer light went off. Everything's running. We're all set. So it says on this video that it took 11 minutes. Takes a bit more than that to download everything and get everything straight, but it went properly this time, and this was after a whole bunch of tries. Now, the important thing is you got other things you can pick on the screen here. You can read your EEPROM, you can write to your EEPROM. Unless you really know what you're doing, don't mess with stuff like writing to the EEPROM. You could basically brick your car and be screwed and not able to drive it. So there's a change mileage. I guess that's good if you're putting a new instrument cluster in or something like that. Pretty much, if you don't know what you're doing, don't mess with the other buttons. So, and one last thing, if you put the key in, turn it on, turn the ignition on, and click on any tacho here, tachometer I'm guessing, trying to connect. And this is just kind of for your information. Bunch of stuff comes up here, and I don't know if you need that information for anything, but there it is. So that's all. Good luck with it and have fun. I had no fun at all with getting these keys made and going through all the rigmarole. I live out in the middle of nowhere where there's nobody that locally that'll cut these keys or anything. So don't lose your last key. When I bought the car, I only had one key. Fortunately, I took a picture of it per the sidewinderkeys.com. So I had the picture, and then when Mr. Dummy here lost his key, he was able to get the keys physically cut, but then he had to program them, me being the dummy. I would suggest that if you can only program a maximum of 4 keys. If you have a tendency to lose keys, you might, on an older car like this that nobody's likely to steal, I would probably just take the little chip out of one of the keys and attach it to the ignition. Now just remember, if you do take a immobilizer chip out of the key transponder chip out and attach it near the ignition, that you are likely to have problems if you have a chip permanently attached and then you put another key in, because the chips may interfere with each other. So I guess what I would say is take the chip out of one key, put it in there, take the chips out of the other keys, and just have the one chip near the search coil or the pickup coil, and that's the way she goes. And this has been an adventure with this car. Bought it for $1,100, and the key situation has been a total pain. Take my word for it, don't lose your last key. Makes life so much easier. But this program here, the VAG Tacho, does allow you to program your keys without getting screwed over by the dealership. I called the local dealership and they wanted, like, I think about $380 to do a key for this car. paid $1,100. I'm not going to pay $400 for a key. You can just have one key. Have a good one. Goodbye.